What's your name?
Hey, Con!
What in
Take it easy. He does know about side and be arrested too, all right? We're not going to show you.
What the hell?
I don't care what he's got. You're better. I'll tell you something right now, sir. All right, good.
He did not do this.
Correct.
He did not.
Yeah.
My arm hurts. Stop this. Turn around. Come on, put me on your...
First of all, you're arresting me when I didn't do nothing wrong. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go to jail.
Let's just start with when's the last time that you actually talked to Erin?
Why does that matter?
When's the last time you talked to her?
Why does that matter? No, I'm asking, why does that matter?
This is Brent Williams and his wife, Erin Mulcahy, and to say their marriage was falling apart would be putting it mildly.
I didn't want to be with Brent because he started to hit me and I don't want to be hit anymore.
When did he hit you last?
I'm afraid to tell you.
Just months after their run-in with law enforcement, the marriage between Brent Williams and Erin Mulcahy would take a devastating turn. Erin was found dead, and at first it appeared to be nothing more than a tragic accident. But as investigators began to dig deeper, it became clear that something far more sinister had taken place. The quiet village of Waynesfield, Ohio, untouched by murder for nearly 60 years, was now the scene of an unfolding nightmare. The investigation officially began on July 7th, marked by a chilling discovery.
What's going on?
Pretty sure she's been in there for 2 days, probably.
Okay. In this apartment here?
Yeah.
Erin
In the
Mulcahy?
shower, yeah.
Okay.
Brent and his dad was here the other day.
Okay, but they
Thursday
haven't.
evening, and she was in the shower then.
Okay,
I
yeah.
heard the water running, and I looked
I
underneath
see.
the floor, and water was running out.
Running out. And so she's in here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Rigor mortis has already set in. Okay, I'll have you guys step out here because I'm going to have to get some pictures and things like that. So she's in the shower. Rigor's set in. Last time anybody saw her was a few days ago. Still getting some additional information on all that. Brent was here, her ex-boyfriend or whatever was here a couple days ago. And
Got your footprint on there?
no, that might be one of the guys coming from one of the landlords. They were coming in and redoing the apartment next door. They heard water running. And when Brent was here, supposedly the other day, he said that he heard water running, but they said there was water all the way. It was flooded all the way out here. So,
We're not even going to approach because
right, yeah, exactly. So,
we'll preserve the scene for you. And
okay, all right. Well, I appreciate that.
footprints too, so my footprints
Right.
there.
Yeah, your footprints right here. I'm going to talk to these guys and make sure they came in and shut the water off, but they're the ones that found her, so I would presume that.
Erin's neighbors grew increasingly worried when they noticed water running nonstop from inside her apartment. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal, but their unease led them to contact her landlord. When the landlord tried reaching Brent for permission to enter, there was no response. Left with no choice, the landlord reached out to Brent's father, who came over shortly after. What they discovered wasn't a plumbing issue, it was Erin's lifeless body slumped in the shower. Tragically, it appeared she had been there for several days. At first glance, it looked like a terrible accident. There were no visible injuries, no stab wounds, and no immediate signs of foul play. But one officer couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. He was aware of Erin's struggle with alcohol, and also that her marriage to Brent was deeply troubled. That alone suggested this case might be far more complex than it initially appeared.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I've got to get...
Actually, you know what? I do know what that is. That's a nose hair from
Oh, okay. History of alcohol, alcoholism, and things like that. So. But I've got to investigate this as something beyond that because there has been domestic history and things like that. So, all right. Howdy.
To gain more clarity, the officer spoke with Brent's father, who revealed that Brent and Erin's marriage was hanging by a thread and was close to falling apart entirely.
Let's just start, I guess, from the beginning. When was the last, prior to today, when was the last time you were actually in this apartment?
Thursday.
Thursday? And was anyone with you when you went in?
Brent and I went in there.
Okay. And what happened on Thursday?
Brent needed to get his checks. extra checks out of there because he didn't know what Erin was going to do.
Okay.
And he wanted me to come along because we're witness.
Sure. Makes sense.
Go in.
Yeah.
We hear the shower running.
Mm-hmm.
We think she's in the shower. He gets his checks.
Mm-hmm.
We leave.
Okay.
We come out here. We run into Jim standing right out here.
Mm-hmm.
And we said that we told him exactly what we done. We went in to get them checks and stuff. And he said, I talked to Erin the other day.
Who was this that you were talking to?
The guy that owns it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
He said Thursday, late afternoon, early evening, he said, I talked to her yesterday, told her to get out. And that's about all that was said.
Okay.
He went his way. We did too. Earlier today, Brent went up and got some mail, and he said it had Erin's name on it. And he didn't want to bring it out here because he was afraid of trouble.
Sure.
Arguments.
Sure. Yeah.
So I said, well, just leave it there. I'll take it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're on our way up here.
Sure.
And he calls me.
Okay.
And said that he had to get in there.
Okay.
He told me about the water running, so he shut it off.
Okay. Before you guys made entry, he shut the water off? Okay.
So when I go in there, the bathroom door's closed. I beat him. I open it up, and I thought I seen her laying on the floor there through the glass door.
Okay.
And then Jim called, you got this.
Did you actually walk into the bathroom?
I did.
You did? Okay. Okay. How long had they been split up, do you know, roughly?
What is today, Saturday?
Today's Saturday, yeah.
Monday, yeah, of last week. I don't know for sure.
Okay, so it's just been recent?
Very
recent. Okay.
Brent's father also mentioned that he and Brent had gone to the house 2 days before. And while they did hear the shower running, they never actually saw Erin, so they couldn't be sure if she was alive then. On the other hand, Erin's father had his own ideas about what might have taken place, as he'd long been trying to help her through her struggles with alcohol abuse and mental illness. In truth, he wasn't entirely shocked to hear she had died so young.
Tom's father.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
I've known him for years from church and stuff like that.
Okay.
And, he was telling me that Erin has had kind of struggled with alcohol, some seizures, and stuff like that. Is there?
She was bipolar too.
Bipolar,
schizophrenic.
Yeah.
I remember her telling me that. As you know, I've been here many times. We've going on. It's been back and forth. Yeah.
That's why I haven't been here. I told them, wait, when you guys get your act together, then we'll start acting like a regular family. Sure. Busting and fighting, I'm not getting involved.
Right.
Because they always want to get me in the middle of it.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Absolutely.
But Erin's father also held a vital piece of information that could help police track Erin's final steps and uncover the truth behind her death.
And I know she'd had seizures on and off, but I didn't know that how bad they were lately. I mean, she'd been having something lately. I just talked to her 2 days ago.
You did?
Yeah.
On the phone?
Yeah, on the phone. So.
Do you have date and time? A date I could look
at my phone.
Okay.
Phone, yeah.
Okay. If we could get that, that'd be great.
Okay.
We're just trying to paint a picture as to how we got to where we're at right now. So.
Right. I understand.
It's very possible that Erin had missed her medication and experienced a seizure while in the shower, leading to her sudden death. If her father had spoken to her over the phone in the last day or two, then identifying the exact time of that call might help connect the dots and establish an estimated time of death.
Hey, Brent, can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Fortunately, Brent showed up at the scene and was more than willing to assist the police with their investigation.
At this point in time, everything's fine, and we're just here to talk and try to get this figured out, okay? Yes. So that's why we're here.
Let's just start with when's the last time that you actually talked to Erin?
Sunday.
Sunday?
I moved out Sunday.
You moved out on Sunday? Okay. Yeah. Was it kind of a heated argument or she just said, get your stuff and go?
I did. My dad came with me.
Okay.
Got my clothes. Pulled out.
Okay.
I went to stay that night.
Okay. All right. And did she say anything to you when you left or nothing at all?
No. I just said I was very quiet about it. My dad was with me. He'll vouch that I got my clothes, didn't say a word to her.
Sure.
And got out.
Okay.
There's no indication that either Brent or his father were being deceptive or keeping anything back. Brent firmly insisted that he went into the house briefly, left just as quickly, and had no contact with Erin aside from a few text messages. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, Brent's father dropped a major red flag that couldn't be ignored.
Did you guys have any conversation after that? You hadn't talked to her at all since
Text
Sunday?
Text her. Yeah, you
Okay.
want to read the text? You're more than welcome.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's fine.
Really don't bother me.
Okay.
Remember, Brent, I said don't volunteer. Answer questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
This might simply be a situation where Brent's father was being extra careful since Brent didn't hesitate to speak with police and was fully cooperative, saying yes to nearly every request they made of him.
One other thing that I would like to do, and here again, this is just to eliminate you from any wrongdoing, is I was wondering if you would be willing to give a voluntary DNA sample. Like
For my
swab, swab.
I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, okay, all right, perfectly. That's absolutely perfect. So I got a consent form here. I'll fill that out and then I'll have you sign it, and then we'll just get a swab from your cheeks and it's pretty simple. It's pretty, if that's okay with you.
Sounds like a plan.
When it came time to hand over his cell phone, Brent suddenly appeared hesitant and unwilling to comply.
So are you saying that you really don't want to give up your phone at this time then?
Well, I don't want to give my phone. I have no reason to give up my phone. You've seen all the information I got on my phone.
Okay.
I get calls. I might need calls from my parents.
No, I understand.
You're cool. He's okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we asked. I mean, it's, you know.
I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't want to give it up.
Do you mind if I get pictures of those text messages?
Brent's behavior raised some red flags with the police. It was possible he didn't want them to see something on his phone, but if there was anything suspicious on it, they'd have to wait to uncover it. In the meantime, to better understand the dynamics of Erin and Brent's relationship, the police reviewed body cam footage from one of the several times they'd been called to the house. Just like on previous occasions, the disputes almost always seemed to stem from Erin's drinking.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
She left? She left? I didn't know what the situation was when she came back. I don't want to go to jail. She put me in jail once. And there she is, intoxicated as hell.
Okay. You think you're drunk?
I have drunk.
Okay, yeah, I can tell. When did you start today?
Earlier today. I don't know exactly.
You on any probation right now?
No.
Are you on any medication?
I take trazodone for sleep.
Okay. You taking it today?
No.
I tell you, I'm going to fix this issue. I'm going to my mom's.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of here. That's why I called.
No, yeah, and that's the right thing to do. You live here, right?
We both do. We're married. So I'm allowed to live here. And he is, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if my dad pays my rent.
Yeah, there hasn't been any other than verbal argument. That's all.
Been an argument.
No,
there hasn't been an argument. Okay.
That's why you're here. That's why you're here before something happens.
Okay. Well, I can't.
I
can't stay here all night and wait until. So what's the plan then?
What's get my stuff? And I'm going out.
Okay. Are you doing that now or? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I can stand by while you do that.
Can you do me a favor? No,
What's that?
I know you're a busy guy and everything, but can you drive by here once in a while? Because last time I was up, there was a guy here.
Okay.
And I'm worried about my stuff.
Who cares?
And I'm worried about my stuff.
Okay.
If you and I are not being together ever again, leave me the hell alone.
Have you filed for divorce yet?
I went to
Despite Erin's threats, the couple continued their turbulent relationship, getting back together and breaking up repeatedly over the following months. With no forensic evidence and no solid leads to pursue, investigators were left grasping at straws. Their best hope was to persuade Brent to hand over his phone, either to rule him out or uncover something useful. But the exchange didn't unfold as smoothly as they'd hoped.
Man,
Hello.
How you doing?
oh, it's been horrible. I'm going to get a robe on. I got my pajamas on.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Just a bird. Are you looking for Brent?
Living the dream. We are. Is he here?
No, he's in line.
Okay.
Is he?
Okay.
Okay. Is there any way you could get a hold of him or have him come back down here? Because I'd like to talk to him again, if that's okay, real quick.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to be real quick. He's in line.
No, I understand that.
Why are you wanting to talk to him again?
Right.
There's just a few more things that I'd like to we'd like to talk to him about from, you know, Saturday night when we talked and whatnot.
Okay, you got me on it.
Okay.
You got his mother on it.
Okay.
You better come across with somebody, because I'm thinking my son's going to jail, and you better straight help me out on this one. And I'm damn serious.
Okay. He's not going to jail.
Okay. You sure of that?
No, he's not going to jail.
Okay. Then I'm going to call him.
Yeah, no.
I'm
Is he
about
going to
ready
be
to fall
charged
over
with
here.
something?
No.
What?
Is he going to be charged with something?
No, we're still trying to figure out exactly what's going
Trying
on.
to get this figured out, okay?
With Brent nowhere to be found, the officers were left to face his increasingly combative parents, who challenged nearly every move the investigators made.
Because there are some loopholes that we're trying to get those loopholes filled up. That's what we're trying to do.
Well, I'm about ready to pass out here.
Okay.
I am
Because
too.
you're working me up. And I know you're not doing this and all this.
How am I working you up, sir?
Because my son is in on this, and you're asking more questions about him.
And she's
Wouldn't you
dead.
be concerned about him?
Right.
You wouldn't be concerned about your son? Wouldn't you?
We've been a mess.
I understand that, and that's why we're trying to
Come and
get.
sit down.
That's why we're trying to get
Come on,
everything.
we can sit
figured out.
down here.
When I left down there the other day talking to you, I felt pretty good.
Right.
And then you come back and lay this on me.
Well,
And that fella right there told me the same, give me the same feeling.
Right. Well, and when what I tried to explain is all we're trying to do now is, you know, whenever you have a conversation with somebody, you go back and you think, oh gosh, I wish I would ask this question, or I wish I.
You say that when you come in.
Well,
You were secretive, like I gotta talk to him, and I understand that you got to talk to him, but you got to understand we're living through this.
Sure, absolutely.
well, I understand
You
that.
got children,
No, I do not.
but you're lucky.
The situation continued to spiral, and the officers' presence appeared to only escalate tensions, with Brent's father nearly losing control.
No, we're really all we're trying to do is fill in some gaps. You know, we had some questions.
You got pissing me off.
Glenn, I don't understand why you're upset.
I do. You're acting like you're going to try and put my son in jail. That's what I'm thinking. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You're not. You're wrong. I am not. I have no intention on putting your son in jail, but
I'm scared to death you are.
we have an obligation to figure out what took place as well. And there's a couple more questions that we have for him. And the reason we came here is because this is where he is living. If he wasn't living here, we would go to where he lives.
With the investigation going nowhere, officers decided it was best to step back and shift their focus elsewhere in hopes of uncovering new leads. Some of the answers they were looking for finally arrived with the autopsy results, though the findings were far more disturbing than anticipated. Erin had been strangled, and blood found in her mouth indicated she'd also been struck or possibly punched. For the first time since 1959, Waynesville police officially launched a homicide investigation. With this new evidence and a warrant for Brent's phone, officers once again headed to the Williams residence. Brent was home this time, but the reception they received was no more welcoming than it had been before.
Morning. How you doing? Okay, wonderful.
What can we do for you?
So how you doing this morning?
Great.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Is this being recorded?
All conversations I have are recorded. Yeah.
So, okay.
Why weren't we told that?
Because
it's not an obligation to let you guys.
Secrets from them?
No, we're not keeping anything from you guys.
Okay. We're getting legal counsel. Here is William Clue.
Okay.
I'm calling him today.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got his number. We don't need his
Yeah,
number.
you didn't tell us. This is it. I'm done.
You're scaring us.
Yeah, you're scaring us. When I saw his phone, I knew.
Actually, I was checking the time. I was actually checking the time, but
So, I mean, no, that's fine. You know, this is how we do everything.
You should have told us.
Okay. We're not obligated to let you know. I mean,
It's been nice if you would have said that to him.
okay.
just like if you get pulled over on the side of the road, you're being recorded always. The cruiser cam and everything
We're
else.
getting legal counsel, all three of us,
That's actually not a problem.
today.
No problem.
That's not a problem.
You should have let us know that.
Okay.
No, you're not being fair.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
You're not being
You want
fair.
to stay? I'm going to call Pete real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Why are you calling Pete?
Hey. Yes, sir.
Why are you calling Pete?
Calling.
Who you?
I'm calling the other detective. He's got some paperwork to give to Brent real quick, okay?
No, I'm not going to fill it out with that legal.
No.
No, it's not about filling it out.
Not a problem. I'll be right back.
You guys are not doing us fair. You're not treating us fair, buddy.
I can't apologize for coming here at 9 at night.
Yeah, but
I really can't.
he said that this was not, he's not going to arrest my son.
We are not.
I couldn't wait till today.
We are not arresting him. Did you have anything else?
One thing's for sure, all four of you got me scared. All four of you. I'm scared.
Like I said,
I haven't slept.
The only thing we're trying to do is trying to figure out and run every answer, question, anything down that we can to figure out why, because it's not right.
My son's going through his wife's funeral, and you guys are putting my, taking his phone.
What him of all people, at some point, I hope, would say, you guys did everything you could.
Well,
I know it doesn't seem that way now.
The thing is, we all know in our hearts why that lady died.
Why did she die?
Because she did alcohol.
Despite the exhaustive effort to get hold of Brent's phone, the search revealed nothing incriminating, no sign he intended to harm or kill Erin. With that lead going nowhere, investigators shifted their focus to Erin's phone activity, zeroing in on the last time it had been used. Records showed Erin made a call on July 5th, then suddenly went silent. Brent told officers he'd texted her that same night, but she never responded. It was beginning to seem like that was the night she died. But it was only after police spoke with one of Erin's friends that they began to think they might have a new suspect. A man named Jimmy, whom Erin had secretly met through a dating app she had joined behind her husband's back for a private encounter.
I was wondering if you could help me out. I actually am coming to you for some help if you don't mind.
Depends.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a name. And you're probably going to think I'm here for another reason, but I'm not here for that reason, okay? So can I give you that name? Erin Mulcahy.
There's a very clear reason the cops are treading carefully with their suspect, and it's because after he and Erin slept together, she accused him of assault. An open investigation that was still ongoing at the time, so it's not surprising the cops considered Jimmy a possible suspect with a motive. But Jimmy insists he never assaulted Erin and hadn't had any contact with her since.
I don't know if you have heard, but she had passed away.
No, I didn't know. I haven't spoken to her.
What I would like to know is how you met her. Online? Okay. Do you remember what dating website that was?
Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish? Okay.
Jimmy had fully cooperated and even gave a DNA sample. So while he remained on the cops' radar, they were fairly sure he hadn't played a role in Erin's death. That meant the investigation was right back at square one. But just as it seemed like the case might completely stall out, the police got a break from someone who had gotten close to Brent after Erin passed away. What she revealed changed everything. Her name is Tiffany, and she crossed paths with Brent after they connected on a dating site.
He wanted to meet up with me last weekend, and I kept telling him I had to work.
Okay.
Well, then he kept texting me and calling me, so I finally got back a hold of him, and then we were just texting. So we met yesterday over at Shawnee Reed Road, but he started talking about his wife dying. I'm like, okay, I thought maybe it happened, a while ago. When the more and more talked, I said, so how long did it happen? Oh, it's not been 2 weeks yet. So my first reaction was, are you serious? I mean, if my husband died, and I'm a widow, I wouldn't be worried about being on these chat lines and doing this whatever,
Her account of Brent's cold and unsettling behavior when talking about his late wife immediately raised alarm bells for the cops. But the most shocking part was still ahead, because Tiffany ended up playing a key role in cracking one of Waynesville's most horrific cases when she exposed the real reason Brent decided to take his wife's life.
But the way he said it was weird as hell.
What did he say?
We were just sitting there, and he was talking about, he's got to get this on in his life. I said, we don't have to rush this. Even though I wasn't trying to be, I was just talking to him. I said, we don't have to rush this. I said, because you need to grieve for your dead wife. I said, most typical people are. He goes, well, I was done, I already grieved. He goes, I didn't even care before she died. I've been okay with this. He's like, I'm ready to move on. And then he's all happy about getting a check in the mail for her death. the way he said it, he was like weird. He said, well, I'm waiting for a check in the mail. I said, for what? And he said, life insurance. And I said, well, you took one? He's like, yeah, I took one out on her. He's like, I knew she was going to die. I said, well,
Did he say how much?
$25,000?
As if profiting from his wife's death wasn't suspicious on its own, Brent had secured the life insurance policy just 5 weeks prior to Erin's murder. And just when Brent's situation couldn't get more damning, the DNA results confirmed Jimmy was innocent, giving the cops exactly what they needed to move in and make an arrest.
Hey, Con, take it easy. He does know about signing for your arrest too, all right?
What the hell?
I don't care what he's got. You better. I'll tell you something right now, sir. All right, go.
He did not do this. He did not.
My arm hurts. Stop this. Come on, put me on, Erin. First of all, you're arresting me when I didn't do nothing wrong. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go to jail.
Brent Williams was officially charged with Erin's murder, and the case went to trial in the Auglaize County Common Pleas Court. He waived his right to a jury trial, putting his fate in the hands of a judge. With the life insurance motive and damning DNA evidence, the court found Brent Williams guilty of killing Erin Ma and gave him a sentence of 15 years to life in prison.